Hey guys, what is going on? This is TheSpartan, and before I start this video, I just want to say I'm not quitting. I'm staying on YouTube, so I'll be getting back to the Silver Wolf thing in just a minute. I have a few FDFs I have to upload too. They've been sitting stored on my computer for like a week now, so about time I get that done. So I have some time to voice them all over right now. But right now we'll just be reviewing the Phalanx tank, which is a pretty good unit. Mine's going to rank 2 right now, so I thought while that's happening, might as well just get it done. Now the Phalanx tank is way down here, and if you never got a wild boar, this attack is a good comparison to it. But this one also hits these planes, air units. There's the word. Forgot to collect my artilleries. Let me just get that done in 1 second. So yeah, I've decided to stay. Thank you for all the great comments and support you guys gave me. I know I shouldn't take it from dumbasses like the other guy. So yeah, thank you for all that, and you guys are great. Just so you know. No, and I feel like such a kiss up right now. Anyway, here's the Phalanx. You have a 5% chance to get one of those from killing the Goliath tank, like you saw in the conclusion to Goliath tank video I posted a while ago. So it has two basic attacks. One that hits 3 times, goes straight across a front row or like a row over here. Doesn't hit as much area as the ranged frag, but it's still pretty useful for clearing things out, especially when this thing gets at 2 higher levels. Right now it just does 77 to 104 times 3, so I'm not gonna do the math here. It's about 300 damage, so that's still pretty good. The cooldowns on this thing are pretty high though. Now the second attack hits up straight and can also hit air units, unlike this attack right here. So if you got things like Busters over there, I have 2 of those guys that are absolutely horrible, or if you just want to kill things that are behind other defense structures or something similar like that, or you just cannot hit it with anything else, this is definitely a good attack. Plus, I heard at like rank 2, it starts to one-shot planes with 1 crit, so yeah. Now this thing actually makes noise. This thing actually has a pretty nice gun going for it. The sound it makes is exactly the same as a wild boar. If you've heard a wild boar before, then I'm sure a great many of you have, and a great many of you absolutely are terrified when that sound is that sound is the thing you hear when your units are being destroyed. So, wow, I stopped doing this for 1 day and I can't talk anymore. So, there's that. Dang, that was loud. I'm gonna have to lower it a little. Now for the other attack. This one is slightly weaker as it only hits 3 times compared to the 4 that this one attacks, but nonetheless, it gets the job done. Any flesh and blood units will be that don't have a high enough dodge will be obliterated right on the spot, just like with this thing. Lucky buster. Anyway, now unlike the ranged frag, this thing has some lengthy cooldown, so you'll get 2 shots out of it, and then it has to charge 1 of each. Or if you want to wait for the other one, then you gotta wait 4 turns till it reloads again, which can take a while. So I'll just keep this guy. I'll just keep the garbage truck alive. It's not bothering anyone. Garbage trucks are literally one of my least worries. My lesser worries. Sorry for the grammar Nazis out there. And yeah, I'll just wait 1 more time. And hopefully it can finish it off. No, okay, whatever. It's dead now. So yeah, Phalanx tank is definitely a substitute for the ranged frag if you don't have one. And it is a good unit, so yeah, also at rank 6, I think it has 975 HP. That's 75 more than the ranged frag, if I remember correctly. I could be making this up. but I don't really check out every single stat. I just look through a series of whether it's worth ranking up or not. And the Phalanx seems like it's worth it. I mean, the melee has over 1,000 health already, so that's definitely something. So anyway, let's get to the stats, and I'll be wrapping this video up. Somewhere back here, behind the Mega Tank and all that, right next to the Plasma. So the Phalanx has 450 hit points, minus at rank 1, and then 300 armor, 50 bravery, 30 defense, partial blocking. It resists 50% crushing damage, 20% of fire damage, 25% of explosive, 20% of cold, and 25% of piercing. That's on its base. This thing is essentially like the opposite of frags, as it resists crushing and piercing better than it resists explosive. And you can really tell that by the armor, which resists 25%, which resists 75% of crushing damage, 25% of fire damage, 50% of explosive, 20% of cold, and 75% of piercing damage. So essentially, a backwards frag. And Phalanx autocannon has 2 ammo for 4 turn reload. The incendiary burst rounds do 77 to 104 times 3 piercing damage for a cooldown of 4, 1 ammo used, 1 to 2 range, a direct line of fire, 67 offense, 10% base crit, and 60% armor piercing. And the other attack, which oddly has the same exact name, does 77 to 104 times 4 piercing damage for a cooldown of 4, 1 ammo used, 1 to 5 range, an indirect line of fire, 67 offense, 10% base crit, and 60% armor piercing. So yeah, this was TheSpartan. I hope you guys enjoyed, and goodbye.